Hello and welcome. In this video, we will use React Native along with Firebase Authentication and Firebase Database. Let us first create a new Expo application by running npx create expo app add latest dash template. Okay, to proceed, yes. This will create a blank JavaScript template and I will name the application as React Native Firebase. After the application is created, I will run npm run Android and connect my phone using an USB cable, and I will use Expo Go in my phone. Now go to the Firebase website and click on create a new Firebase project. Give a name to the Firebase project. Click on continue. I won't be using Gemini, and also I will be using the Google Analytics. Then click on create project. It will take a while to create the project, a couple of seconds. Then click on continue. For React Native application, although you're creating a mobile app, you still have to create a web app in Firebase. So click on web app and then register an app. Give a name to it. I will name it test app. Register your app. Now you will be given some boiler code. It will contain the keys. In our VS Code, I will first install Firebase, npm install Firebase. Then create a new file called firebase config.js, and inside it paste those lines of code. This will contain the Firebase config keys. Now install one more package, React Native async storage. Then import initialize Auth from Firebase Auth, and also import get React Native persistence. Then import React Native async storage from Firebase from React Native async storage. Then write const auth initialize app to initialize a Firebase. Initialize auth. Then passing app and persistence get React Native persistence and passing React Native storage async storage. Then export auth. Now in a Firebase website, go to build, click on authentication, then click on get started. Here enable email and password authentication. Save it. Now I will install React Native Navigation. Go to React Native Navigation website, read docs, then copy this line and paste and run it in the terminal. To install React Native Navigation, and go back to the website again, and this time install React Native Screens and React Native Safe Area Context. Go to the next step and install React Native Navigation Native Stack. Might as well install the elements library also. So copy this line, paste it in the terminal and run it. Click on the dynamic tab and copy these lines of code. This is a boiler template for React Native Navigation. Just copy them and go to the app.js file, remove these previous lines and paste these lines from the React Native website and paste it there. Now create a new folder, components. Inside it, create two new files, one from home.js inside it, import view and text from React Native and return a component home, export default function home and return within view text and home. Now in the app.js file, create another component for the nodes and copy the lines from the home.js and paste it here, and instead of home this will be nodes. Save it, and then in the app.js file remove the home screen. It comes with the boiler code, and import home from the components and also the nodes. And copy the stack.screen line in the stack. Change the component name from home screen to home and make the home screen the default screen. Initialize initial route name home. Then create another stack dot screen, state dot screen, name, nodes, component nodes, and then save it. Now I will first create the home screen. In the home screen will contain a form for login and sign up. So import text input from ERPTIF, then import touchable opacity and style sheet. Then import use state hook from React and create some state variables, const email, set email, use state, const password, set password, use state. Both of these will be strings. Then create is login, set is login. This state will be a boolean and it will be used to toggle between sign in and sign up. Now let's create the form. For style, let's create the style elements first. Style, styles, the container, text, it will first check if is login is true or false. It is true, then it will display login. If it is false, then it will display sign up. And give the styles as title. Then create text input. Placeholder will be email, and this will take in the value of the email. On sales text, set email. Style will be styles dot input. Next will be text input, placeholder password, value will be password, and also it will be secure and text entry. That is the password won't be displayed when you type into it. And on since text it will be set password. Style, styles for input. Save it. Okay, the elements are being displayed. Next I will add a button, touchable opacity, style, styles for button, on press, handle, Auth, text, style, styles dot link, then first check this login is true or false. I will have to initialize the handle or function const handle or. I will declare a function later on. First I'll just initialize it. Sorry, I'll first just declare it and initialize it later on. Then there is a slight mistake here. This will be button text and this will contain login and sign up. Then below it and put some text. No. Touchable opacity on press. This will toggle between login and sign up. On press it will change the is login to false or true or vice versa. Then text, check whether is login is true or false. Don't now enter the text, don't have an account, sign up, or already have an account, login. Save it and also give the styles style.link. Okay. Inside the handle Auth function, set up a trackers block. Then import Auth from Firebase config file. Then import use navigation from React navigation. Then declare const navigation equal use navigation. Now set up if statement in the try block. If is login is true, then this function will handle the login. Sign with email and password is a Firebase Auth function which takes in the Auth, the email and password. Auth is initialized in the app.js file. Inside that if statement, set another if statement. If user is true, means if I get a user as a response on the Firebase servers, then I will navigate to the nodes place and I will set the email and password in the form as blank. And I will set up an alert logged in successfully. Else const user equal to await create user with email and password, means if the is login function is false, this form will act as a sign up form. Here create user with email and password is a Firebase function that creates a new user with email and password. Now let's try it out. We'll keyboard t@gmail.com and set up a password, and then for sign up. Okay, sign up is successful. Now if you go to Firebase website, you will see your credentials there in the email and password in the authorization. Now let's log in. with that email and password. Login is successful and I am redirected to the notes page. Now in the notes page, I will now set up a form to create notes in the Firebase database. First, import touchable opacity and alert, and then import Auth from Firebase config file. Then import use navigation from React Native navigation, and import get Auth from Firebase Auth. This is required to check if authorization is granted to that user. Only then he will be able to create notes or read notes. And const navigation equal use navigation. Now set up a getOuth function to handle the logout. GetOuth on Auth state change. This will change if there is a change in the user. If not user, and I will navigate back to the home page. And then in the JSX, set up a touchable opacity is a button to handle the logout. Style margin 10. Background color red. Padding 5. On press Auth dot sign out. Text, style, color, white, sign out. Save it. Then let's try it. Okay, logout is working. Now let's create the Firestore database. Click on the Firestore database. Then create database. Select standard edition and next. Leave it as it is. Create on next and then create. Then go to rules and then change the rules to if request dot auth not equal to null, and then publish it. Now in the app the Firebase config file, import get Firestore from Firebase Firestore, and then write const db dot db equal to get Firestore and pass in the app and export db. After this, you restart the server again, means application again. Now let's log in again. Now I will create the nodes form. First import React and useState hook from React, and also the useEffect hook. Then import style sheet and text input and button from React Native, and also import on Auth state change from Firebase Auth, and import get Firestore from Firebase Firestore, and import collection and add doc. This will be required to add new data to the Firestore database. Then create some state variables for the title of the node, const title, set title, use state. This will be a string. And then another state variable for the content of the node. This will also be a string. Const username and set username. This will be required to save the nodes specific to the user that is logged in. And set up a useEffect hook. If const subscriber equal on Auth state change Auth user, this will certain that we are logged in as a legitimate as a user in the database. As an authorized user. And then if user exists, set username user.email, and request return subscriber const handle save node async if there is no title or no content, then it will return null. Alert error, please fill in title and content, and return. Then set up a try catch block. Inside a try block, const user equal to auth dot current user, if not user, alert error, you must be logged in to add nodes, return await add doc collection db nodes, pass in the title, the content, and the user ID. This will be available for the user.uid. and username, and the created tab is the date object, new date. Alert, success, node added successfully. Then I will set the node form as blank, set title blank, string, and set content also blank. And if there is an error, we'll send the error in an alert message. Save the changes. Now let's create a form to save the nodes. Text input, placeholder, node title, value, title, on change text, set title, style, style input, and copy this and paste it below, and change node to content, change title to content, value, content, on change text, set content. Add one more style, height 130. Add a button, title, save node, on press, call in the handle save node function, save it. Let's try it out. Okay, there is an error. I have to declare const db equal to get Firestore. Let's try it again. Okay, node is saved. And if you go to the Firebase website, data, you can see the node here. Now I will fetch the nodes and display them in the screen. First import query where and on snapshot. Then const node collection equal collection db, comma nodes. This will refer to the nodes in the Firebase database. Then add another state variable, const user set user equal use state null. Const nodes set nodes use state. This will be an array and it will store the nodes fetched from the database. Now in the use effect hook, set user to store the user permission, then write const queue equal query nodes collection where user id comma equal current user. This line will fetch the nodes from the database only if the user is the logged in user, means that only the nodes created by that particular user. Then const user nodes equal on snapshot. Snapshot is used to make real-time updates to the screen. Q comma snapshot, pass in the query and then snapshot. Set nodes snapshot dot docs dot map will map over the array id doc dot id and populate the array with the new nodes, fetch nodes. Then return user nodes. Else set user null set nodes empty array. Now let's log in. We will have to make few more changes here. We'll import scroll view and to display the nodes, scroll view style and add these styles. Scroll flex 1, style.scroll, inside of it map over the nodes array, item, view, key, item.id, view, text, item.title, text, item.content. Now create some more styles, note card and title, font weight bold, add these styles to the relevant places. Add a new node. We won't be needing these lines anymore, as the get auth is being used in the use effect hook itself, which checks whether the user is logged in or not. Also in the JSX, view style store container. Okay, the nodes are being displayed there. Let's add one more node. The node is added successfully. Now for the delete and the edit operation, we will have to import few more functions or components, doc and update doc and delete doc. These are all Firestore functions. First, I will write the edit node function, async, pass in the ID. For the time being, I will just add this and I will be removing this later on, these parameters. Set up a IKS block inside the function. Then const node ref doc, pass in db and nodes and the ID of the node. Await update doc, pass in the node ref and title will be new title and content will be new content. Alert success node updated, and if there is an error I will pass in the error as an alert. Cons delete node async, pass in the ID of the node and set up a try catch block. Inside the try block, cons node ref equal doc db nodes and ID. Await delete doc node ref and when the node is deleted, alert deleted node removed successfully. And if there is an error, I will pass in the error as an alert. Now I will have to create two buttons for the delete and the edit. Inside the nodes.map operation, set up view, touchable opacity, on press, handle, edit node, pass in the item.id, and right now I will just pass in what I want to update here as parameters, updated title and delete and updated content. Then text style, text edit. View style, flex direction, new margin, top, five. Copy this, paste it below, and this will be a delete button. Instead of edit node, it will be a delete node, and I will just pass in the item.id as an argument. Then pass in the styles, styles dot, edit button, styles dot, delete button. Okay, let's try it out. When I first press the edit, the node has been updated with what is being passed here as argument. And when I press the delete button, node is been deleted. But what I want to do, I want to populate the form, existing form, with what I want to edit of that particular node. So for that, I will create a new state, const edit node ID, set edit node ID. This will contain the node ID of the node that I want to edit. Initially it will be null. And then I will create the edit node function again, and the existing edit node function I will rename it as update node. In the edit node I will pass in the ID, new title and new content. The set edit node ID will contain the ID, and the set title will contain the node ID of the title and contents that I want to update. And remove these arguments. This will be edit node ID, and the title will be title and content will be content. Then after the node is updated, I will set the title and the node as blank and the content is blank as empty strings, and so is the edit node ID. Now for the button, if the edit node ID is not null, whether it will say if it is null or not. If it is true, then it will act as a edit button, and if it is not, it will act as a save node button. Here this will be edit node, update node. And here remove these arguments, instead pass in item.title and item.content. Save it. Let's try it out. Edit. Okay, the form is populated. Make the changes. Save node. Okay, the changes are being saved. Okay, everything is working. I hope you like this video, and I will see you on the next one.